I'm back. BRB over. Continuing Final Fantasy XIV. Hiccup. Excuse me, hiccup. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to the Spigorax. We happened to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The surgeons are looking after him now, and Alphino standing by, just in case his magic healings are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought I'd best to find you, and the guard at the XIV told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy to leave Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to the Spigorax. Yay! Whee! Now I need to go to the doctor too. Yes. Thancred. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this happened without warning. Not exactly. You doubtless recall the time Urianjay nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired and as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which, in retrospect, may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since. There's been no actual fainting until now. As often observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul is weakened further. Time grows short, we must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Ryugo, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, she should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I've learned this much, that each of the places he has visited there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. These terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Asians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further. Though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. And you can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out of here for a while. Mayhap Urianjay too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He's already provided copious guidance in the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Bekluk and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However, heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find Urianjay. All being well, we have news to share by the time you return. We will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Ryugo. Okay. Bye-bye. I'm gonna teleport now. It's not set to my home anymore, is it? No. Bye, Thinkgrid. Hope you feel better. How many favored destinations do you get? Sloth one. Tataru. Tataru. There you go. What awful timing. Our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Cryo's hardly had a moment for us these past few days. She didn't want anyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So they think the spear vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You'd better talk to Cryo. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? What, are their bodies like bloated and gangrenous? Dawn's Respite. Is this the first time I've been able to go into that room? That's a new room, right? This is gonna be a cutscene, not actually a new room.
Excuse us.
Making this ominous.
This way.
Just stretch. Yeah. No, they're not bloated and gangrenous. They look boring. Urianger with the gray sweatpants. Thancred with the cargos.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
No, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary.
I'm angry at him.
I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax, barely alive at all.
You're gonna feel like shit when they get sent back here.
And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive.
Positive.
Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
Water. Perfect time to draw funny things on their faces before they wake up. Okay, Kryl, what's up? What news from the first? I see, work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. They say themselves if his herbs, the link between body and soul is weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm able to quell the fluctuations in their aether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit itself, we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom. We could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if he does mean leaving my patients. Fending, maiming, striking. I don't know which is most suited for Viper. Is that something I can wear? No. Oops. Food for the soul. Healing, casting, yada yada yada. There you go. Could you spare a moment? While Kryl goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see, and since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out, well, so now I'm gonna make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen in the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, better be off too. I shall see you soon. Either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Okay. I was right. It wasn't a real room that they added. It was just a cutscene that you start at the door. We'll never actually explore that place. Whoa. Whoa, nice chocobo armor. Holy shit. What is this kangaroo? Where have you been? Bring out the dragon to go 50 feet. And then run over to Taru. There you are, Ryugo. As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kryl, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. Expert Chef Tataru. Hell's Kitchen with Tataru. Mayor of Flavortown? Look at her hat. Aw. There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Bread. That's some good looking bread. It's bread! Not just any old bread, it's old world bread. Archon loaf, to be precise. It's what they eat over in Charlayan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would be best to remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Kryle tells me it's a good source of aether. And fiber. It should lend them a bit of strength at least. There's nothing like the smell of fresh bread from the oven. Kryle. And if it isn't Rambros? Oh, this guy. I trust you require no introductions either, Ryugo. Greetings, old friend. Full glad I am to see you well. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you. I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain elegant technologies. I've been helping Rambros. I've been keeping him apprised of events in the First, suffice it to say. He knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight to the matter, it's him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement. Memory transference was the sole province of Allegan royalty, its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any records of them remain, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am. The answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted he would achieve all he said he would. Those of us who remained behind have yet to play our part. But when time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. Then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope, in this world and beyond. To infinity and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him from holding back? That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Okay. Well, there you have it, Ryugo. It would be so good if you would be so good as to see Rambros' message and Tataro's spread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Kryle, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure it's everything that I expect it to be? Of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Dude, her hat is so cute. Oh my god. Excuse me, Rambros, as a fellow Charlotte, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rollenberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. Oh, I see. Oh no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataru, dense and unpleasant. Exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. It's British food. English food. Charlatan, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable into the dough, all with a very care for the qualities which make the bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description? Yet for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst the busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, every meal was a sandwich made of this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it is all too familiar. How it takes me back. If there's enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch? He is certain to appreciate it. Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll make sure to wrap an extra slice. Ryugo, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can and we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Okay, so we're gonna go there, we're gonna say, hey, don't worry, don't overexert yourself, but your bodies are falling apart, and they don't have long, and have some bread, by the way. Have some disgusting bread. Have some horrid bread. It's good sustenance for your body, but it doesn't matter because this is not where your body actually is. Very good, I'm sure they'll feel great. Raining. Rain in the Crystarium. That's pretty nice, actually. The Crystarium at night with rain. Moody. Do you have business with the Exarch? Yep, let me in. Let me in. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? Created by an Archon who devoted himself to the study of sustenance, the bread infused with pulverized fish and vegetables is extremely nutritious if you can get over the taste. By the 12 Archon loaf! How did you come by this? I swear it had come straight from Charlayan. Rambros said that, did he? Well, his words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell me you needn't worry, that which to seek I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament, so I ask that you have faith in me and what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Where the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, the bread I can save for later, though it has been many, many years since I've not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation. You gotta chew it real hard, huh? Mastication. Thank you for that word. We're gonna masticate the loaf out of this.
Forgive the delay. We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
They're just like walking around?
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
You're buff now. Don't know how, but you're buff over there. Time is not on our side. Unlike Dave Strider.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
Progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
Love when you talk. It's very cool when you talk and say things with your voice.
The red stones. then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes, so far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
Looks pretty rough.
Well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting, the test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
Looks at him disapprovingly. Hast thou a moment, Trugo? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return to the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spoke not in certainties, yet if Beck Luke has the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience that will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. And thou myself just demonstrated merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an infinity twixt like souls, and doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must recognize his past as simply that, himself. As the recent travels have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spread its form of flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century, our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee. And to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of Crystal Exarch. Henceforth none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be madest aware of these truths. Okay, sure. Thanks. Thanks, Urion J. That makes me feel so much better. Melee Mastery? Oh, I got a level. Thancred is eager to get to work. Right then. While the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions? Just so. And there's one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Y'shtola should not be left alone in Ender. Might I trouble you to visit her, Rigo, see that all is well? I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. Yeah, I don't know, I can collapse. My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. Once they're out of the way, we will retire to Yomor, and when Y'shtola is finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Ender, I suggest you go via Velmont Yards. My friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait, I have some shitty bread. I'm sure you'll love it. From Tataru, you say? What could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest? Why, even to hear the name thou dost transport me to times long past. Bread from another world? May I try some? Mayest thou, child? Thou must. That said, I personally disagree with the consensus. I do nonetheless advise you to temper thine expectations. He's like, I think it's good, but I don't expect you to think it's good. Wiser words have never been uttered. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the stadium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peer's hand. Elfino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes, do you know that? We never ate the stuff. I'm familiar with it, but we never ate the stuff. What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru that we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. Alright, let's be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. I wonder if Archon loaf is in that, like, Final Fantasy cookbook. And if so, do they intentionally make it taste like shit? I'm gonna have more Smarties. Torgal moment. I kind of wish that, like, if the max running speed was the same as the flying speed, because, like, I want to move as fast as possible, but, like, I think running on the ground looks cooler in a lot of cases. I don't know. This looks weird to fly 10 feet above the ground. Oh, if it ain't the Warrior of Darkness himself, what brings you to these parts? Heading out to sea, eh? But of course we'd be happy to help you. Just say the word and I'll ready a boat. Oh, right, I totally forgot that she was staying here doing this. Oh my god.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers.
Love this song.
I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Another memory, another echo flashback. I like the TV static in front of the AC of memories. They told him to go out and touch grass. And he said, no, I'm gonna keep reading.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty.
Tombst?
Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope.
Oh, hello, Warrior of Light. Numero uno.
It swells within me. Empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission.
Final Fantasy 1S, Warrior of Light.
Why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so?
He's having a hard time. Bye.
I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask.
If you want to save your friend, come to my secret lair.
Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Okay. Ethereal stream. Okay. Okay. Let me eat a snack first. So I can get the proper experience with the cordon bleu. Is this anything that's gonna be helpful? No. Alright, go for it. Another Amarat solo duty. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Amarat. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. I tire of your games. Angry. You speak as though you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy, and you mine. Our goals are in conflict, and we have fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come back to look upon you as a friend? You've slaughtered my people, you would tear down everything we have built. We're not so different, you and I. Oh, hi! Good morning. You do not deny it, then. Very well, let us change this. Let us change the cast of this trial. We'll know what you've stolen from us. What, is he gonna make me kill the echoes? Huh? Wait, you're just gonna make me kill people that look like... You're gonna make me kill hallucinations that look like people I know. But do not imagine I crave remorse, only justice. Oh wait, this is like later in the patch. What? Yeah, we're moving on in the patch. I play the game a little bit. Item synced. Forward, hero. We shall see how strong you've become. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time you were here was. I'm trying out Viper. Because I wanted to try something that's just not casting. Let us begin. Rest assured there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. First, something easy. Those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of his tale. Give me a slime. Beat up a slime. Oh. Okay. Oh look, it's their Realm Reborn variants, how cool. You've missed a chunk. That's fine. I wanted to try something that wasn't casting based because I'm getting a little tired of cast times, I think. And this was the first thing I found when I wandered around the city looking for a new class. I gotta be honest, I don't know what I'm doing half the time in it, but it tells me what button to press next, so I do that. Do I go over to these guys? Do I need to talk to you again? You want to see the end of the Shadowbringer patches. All too easy, I see, but at least you now understand the rules. Thus we will make our way to the capital. That was in poor taste even for you. That appearances should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way, sparing nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. Mash, it's a mash the glowing button type job. The way you say that makes me feel like there's more of them like that. Hi, Minfilia. And, oh, I really liked her. What was her name? More Moonbrita? Is it Moonbrita? Moonbrita and early Thancred. Stinky Thancred. Just the stinky version. Every tale requires heroes defeat them and claim your place as a villain. Whatever. This is so funny. Yeah, you got it. But I understand the combos between them lead to different buffs. So even if I don't like totally understand what's going on, I'm like trying to not go through the same combo every time. So I'll press like a different flashing button each time. Gaius Van Belsier. Well Well done, champion of Eorzea. Well then, onward over the bloodied bodies of the fallen. Hello, fake Sid. Hello, fake, Biggs and Wedge. This would be a good solo duty to take, like, photos, wouldn't it? With characters you haven't seen in a while. You tasted many sweet triumphs, but yes, so did you taste bitter tragedy. Who could forget the Crystal Braves? Yes, who could forget the Crystal Braves indeed? I feel bad because I want to understand what's going on, but I feel like that would... It's not probably worth it, because that would be like rote memorization of like flowcharts and stuff. Nice. Nice. He said... Did he say it? Or did you say it? You always grow sloppy with every battle. That's really fucking funny that they put that there. They knew. It seems like it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you. Or mayhaps you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters, no. You've dealt with countless heroes, and always it ends the same. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences. Will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them, but I can but put faith in my own beliefs and fight with them all my being. There's nothing for it but us to fight. For a certainty, I am Elidibus, and come what may, I will fulfill my mission. To that end, I will take your measure, and eventually I will eliminate you. Your hopes and dreams are inconsequential. Oh, look who logged on. But enough talk, have at you. Now for the, Heaven Sword part of the trial. Falsely accused of regicide, you fled. Hoshfa. And the Count Vlad Tepes. Cold Alisei, Cold Tataru. Not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragonsong War. Didn't I fight Ilberd, like after Heaven's Ward? Swept along by the tide of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to stop. Oh, cool. What's a little bit of fan service here and there? Never hurts. Everyone playing Shadowbringers when this came out in like 2019 being like, oh man, I remember 5 years ago. When for me it's been like a few months. You are beginning to limber up. Do keep up the fine form. Amazing song. This still might be the best song in the game so far. The Heaven's Ward theme. Emma and Almeric. I'm surprised how well I'm remembering their names now. You got how Viper works, you got to just cycle through the different buffs. Around heroes, people aren't wont to flock, people who harbor all manner of yada yada yada. Oh no, not Almeric. Not my boyfriend. every now and then click the global cooldowns. I feel like the only thing I really need to do is kind of like maybe optimize the like the placement of these guys. But I mean, I've been, cause I know like if I just play the MSQ and I'm alternating between Viper and Black Mage, I'm not gonna be able to keep the levels to keep the MSQs going. So I have been doing just like the dailies every now and then to make sure they're both like high enough to do the MSQs. Shiva and what was this dragon's name? I don't remember this dragon's name. Not Nidhogg. It's not Nidhogg. And her name's not actually Shiva, but she was Shiva. That was the cool dragon that I think got killed? No, almost killed. You know what goes next. Something something, the end of the Dragon Song War. Oh yeah, there's Nidhogg. But in his Coolestinian form. Question, did you see the Discord message I sent you? I had a question. You had a long-ass combo there. At the time, it's like, it's 60/40 Twitch notification / Discord message. 1,000-year war is brought to its conclusion just like that. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there is only ever conflict. Because next Storeblood happens. Are they gonna make me go through the summary of Shadowbringers? But it's never you see my Discord profile and it says like streaming on it. It's the message in the channel. Because, I ask because I recently played games with coworkers and we connected on Discord, but I don't really want my coworkers to know I have a Twitch stream, at least not right now. So I go invisible whenever I start streaming on there. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? Pretty good. I dare say there will have been a few individuals with whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. This is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can be lost. I will save them, for they are mine. Elidibus appears distracted. Wait for him to continue. Never mind, we're not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Emperor Solus had kindled an insatiable flame, Garlemald was its name, and it raged across the land. Yep. Lise, other guy, these people. I don't remember these characters' names very much. Gotta be honest. You fought, and again you grew stronger, so strong we could no longer control you. An unnatural, beastly strength. Oh, I can go now. I think. Where the hell am I going? Oh, this side. In order to gain a foothold in the Liberation Front, you journey to the far eastern plains. Magnai, Sadu, Grinwat. Yeah, all these guys were cool. I liked all these guys. Except for Grinwald, he sucks. Yeah, they're giving their best quotes now. You gathered new allies to your banner. Lord Heath's? Lord Hien. Yet, where ardent souls gather, you too, so does fires burn, something consigned to the flames. Gosetsu. Trying to remember some of these characters' names right now it feels like a pop quiz. Hello. Whoa! Hello. Cool. Yugiri. You're writing my score down. How am I so far? I remembered Lord Americ. I remembered Gosetsu. I'm surprised they haven't shown Papalamo. I feel like they haven't shown him yet. If they did, I missed it. You did not hesitate, or perhaps could not? No matter, let us turn our attention to the finale. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It is only fitting, would you not agree? When I fought you in the flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Make sure you're using the charges of the button you have on Shift 1 and Shift 2. Shift 1 and Shift 2. Oh, that's like the combined blade attacks, right? So the combos that start with the the combos that start with the combined blades are stronger, but they're basically on like a cooldown, so you just want to use those when you have them. Is that the idea? And then start the normal combos with the normal 1 and 2 when those aren't available. That turns on your buttons on ERF. Yep, okay. I don't remember this. Is this a Xenos thing? I guess I don't remember fighting the Xenos battle much. I remember when he was the dragon. My creation appears to have lost its form. No easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there's only so much heat earned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. What is this design style? I always forget the name of it, but it's like the Chrysler building. It's like all the buildings, Metropolis, like 1930s. I think it's really cool that Amarat has that same like design style. What the fuck is the name of it? I love it. An impressive show of strength. Come, cyberpunk music starts playing. But surely no more than a foretaste of that which MSQs Conquer is capable. Art Deco, thank you, Deco. Such might require a fairer measure to compare like with like. Yes. It's decoration, but it's art, so it's Art Deco. I shall have to test you myself. Well, let me fight Hades again. Come on, let me finish your little summary. Come on. Come on, Rugo, show me what you can do. Oh, they're gonna use this song. I think this is one of the more boring boss arrangements in the game. I can like do that. I can rush at you. Missed my E. I have no clue. Like, I tried to, like, look up what this bar is trying to convey, and it made no sense to me. I might just turn it off because it's just distracting and weird. I'm dying. You'd think to recover this body. They've been implying recently that it's like Arbert's real body, but I figured he's been like a ghost for such a long time now that his like quote unquote real body would be like bones. What is that? He's gonna spin. He's gonna spin and it's gonna try and push me into that. Oh. Okay. Please blow up so I can, they all blew up at once. Good recovery. Yeah, I have to get used to the fact that I have my own recovery now, even if it's just a tiny bit of health. In one of the global cooldowns, it's like it converts some amount of the damage you do into health, so I have to make sure that's on too, just constantly. Because I think without that, you're like kind of doomed. Oh, hello. Right next to you. Like, I think it's off right now. I think it's that red one. Really going on for a long time. I was like, I really hope I'm not in there. Oh, they're moving. Well, that's a little unfair. No, it's not. It's fine. It was unfair because it was gonna hit me, and it wasn't unfair because it didn't hit me. That's the logic I'm using, which is stupid. That's the stupid logic. He's just blow up the whole arena. Understood. Oh my god. Ah, jeez Louise. Just slide right in there. This is taking a while. I thought at some point, like halfway through, it would, I thought at some point it was gonna, like, interrupt me, because it's like, oh, you've spent enough time, like, on his health. Oh, doing that again. It says I have 5 minutes left to beat him. Hello. It does a big burst of damage every now and then. Come on. Alright, he's down. That was a long little, solo duty. If I spent too much time, like, touring around all the memories I would have, lost there, just based off time. Thank you. To you, not Elizabeth. Fuck Elizabeth.
No doubt.
Have you finished?
Whomst? Oh, she's awake?
My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see.
A theory?
One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal.
What? What do you mean?
The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation.
Send a screenshot of your button layout if you want something that makes sense to me. Okay.
I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart.
I feel like that probably does make more sense than what I'm doing. I'll probably, like, implement something similar to that between this stream and next.
How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being,
So he's the heart of Zodiark.
desire for the world's salvation would drive you.
What, in the same way Minfilia is Hydaelyn's?
And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Zodiark is still like this nebulous concept.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Penchant? Penchant for nation building? Is that how that word is pronounced? No way.
Then
He's just being a dick.
Too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Devastating words.
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
And with the primals, they always come back because people still believe in them. But if he's dead, then there's no one left to believe in him.
Your question is irrelevant.
They're trying to implement the Kubrick stare in Engine.
No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty.
Duty.
At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Okay.
But enough talk.
I've had
You
you.
have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me.
Your
Would you
lessons.
not agree?
Morning. If it indeed is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I'm gratified to see that my efforts at Ender have borne fruit. We to confirm the nature of our foe and his plot. Right then, what news from the surface? I see. Then let us make for Yulmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades. Elidibus' parting threat, not least of all. Ah, but forgive me. It seemed my belongings did not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from Ander. With luck, the ethereal stream you traverse still lingers. It won't be long. Yeah. there a mask on the ground? Oh, a crystal. Whose crystal is that? Peculiar crystal. I'm gonna take a BRB. I'll be back in a couple. Gonna make some coffee and take a bio break. Be back in a few.